Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is the brother Ishayar from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I want to give an infinite honor and glory and praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to you, Akim, that's pushing this truth without faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, Ishayar, say Shalom, all right? And this is just a lesson through the Ruach HaKodesh, man. Just going into a conversation I had with the beloved Akia, Yakal, man, of the camp, man. Beautiful brother, man. I was talking to the brother about the situation, a matter, and we just start flowing in the spirit. But the brother had said something that was very beautiful. He said, yeah, you're right. His exact words, yeah, you're right, because if you don't really look into things, and you just so quick to respond that it's emotional, you know. And that was beautiful, man, because we always have to be of the spirit and not so much irrational in how we feel and how we think, man. Okay, not in that feminine behavior, man. We got to always examine the situation, and that comes with a balance, because sometimes you could take too damn long examining it. You know what I'm saying? A situation, and now here it is, a bunch of more thoughts are added. But at the end of the day, nonetheless, what I'm going into is, yeah, you examine the situation before responding. Okay, and that's moving in the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's sometimes, hey, it might be something that's just obvious, it's wrong. Then okay, hey, by the Lord, hey, Lord, hey, Lord knows, respond. You know what I'm saying? Say what you got to say. Speak your piece. But some things, hey, you need to, check it. You know what I'm saying? Look into it. You know what I'm saying? You examine the situation. Because half the time it ain't meant to be brought up, man. It ain't. You can defeat that thought and that feeling on your own. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, let's get into it. I asked Google a question. It says, examining a matter after being insulted is wise because it allows emotional regulation. All right, it allows you not to act irrational. Okay, not to come off so emotional. Okay, because you can end up causing an offense as well. See what I'm saying? So even when you are rubbed wrong or something like that, it is cool to examine it. Not saying you need to take forever to examine the situation before saying something, but examine it nonetheless, so you won't come off all emotional, man. You can be able to control that. All right, and we must control that, man, because we are to act in the spirit. Okay, not on how I feel, what this made me feel, big I's and big U's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we got to get out of that, man. It says prevents foolish retaliatory actions. Lucky if I butcher that. But pretty much, you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. You know what I'm saying? It gets rid of that. It gets rid of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, I done heard it before. I done heard people butch that scripture, treat a brother how you want to be treated. Heard, that goes with that, brother, do you that? Well, you do. Nah, man, we don't do evil for evil around here. Not according to the scripture. The scripture said do no evil for evil. Okay? And half of the time, 99% of the time, a brother ain't even mean to even offend you. See what I'm saying? So it wasn't intentional. So by you retaliating and dishing, what they call dishing it back, okay, that's a no-no. Okay? It says, and ensures accurate judgment based on facts rather than immediate hurt. Okay, that immediate hurt. I ain't like how that was. Oh, he just said that. Oh, let me say this. Nah, because, hey, examine it. Look more deep into it. And I'm a brother that explains something, and it might not be explained thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just say something, some little country. Sometimes I might say something real quick, and it comes off a certain way. You see what I'm saying? But that goes into examining, because that brother probably meant this. And then even if by the time you do bring it to me, you insult it, you still feel, all right, you bring it to me, now you can bring it to me in a respectable manner. You know what I'm saying? instead of all mad and you all emotional, you all tensed up, then it's gonna rub me. It's gonna rub a brother wrong. You see what I'm saying? So this all things that can be done away with just by examining. All right. That's why it's important we always go into examining ourselves, man. All right, examining any and everything, man. You have to. It says accurate judgment based on facts rather than immediate hurt. Because when sometimes, hey, you be so quick to just, I don't like how that was said, and you ready to flash out. You cannot make good, rational decisions when you're upset, man. You can't, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to cool off, man. Okay? It said it reflects maturity, prevents unnecessary conflict, escalation, exactly. Because we ain't here for all that. Just be getting into it, yappa, 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 yada, yada, yada. And all this back and forth shit, man. Okay? It says, and allows one to understand the underlying causes of the offense. Okay? And it goes to what? Matthew 18 chapter, man. All right? Bringing it to a brother, explaining what offended you. What did this brother offend you for, brother? You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. You feel me? And I'm gonna go get that, Matthew 18, because it says what? And allows one to understand the underlying causes of offense. Okay? Now I'm gonna get that. Oh, Salakia. Let me get that in Matthew 18, man. Because this something, man, it must be applied. You know, you got to go to that brother, but you got to go to that brother respectfully too, man. And it might take for you to have to meditate on it for a second or longer. Not too long, but, you know, you might take it some time. Then you come. Make sure you got all your words together. Why are you offended? What caused this offense? All right, the 3 W's. You know, you learn in English 1 or English 2, whichever. When, where, and why. You see what I'm saying? And that'll kill all the emotion, man. Cause you and then sometimes you'll get to examining when, where, and why in your head, and you like, what the fuck? I'm tripping. Ain't no need to waste that brother time. Okay, because brothers are spiritual and brothers don't want to offend. So brother, you don't need to get a brother all worked up and looking into something that ain't there anyway. You know? This is Matthew 18:15. It said, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. And if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. You gained the understanding. Y'all, it's over with. It's swept. It's swept away. Okay, it's swept away. Okay, I ain't gonna say swept under the rug, because you keep sweeping shit under the rug, eventually it's gonna get filled up and start showing. Okay, and that's what you prevent by just, you know, coming to that brother, man, dealing direct. Okay, but everything is in a balance. You gotta always remember that, man. We have to balance everything, whether good or bad. Balance it, you know, and not Salakia, not whether good or bad, but balance that, man. Okay. Balance your spirit, man. Control yourself, man. Control your emotions. You got to balance those things. It's okay to be offended and want to talk to a brother, but balance it. It's a way to do it. Okay? It's a wrong way. It's a right and wrong way to do anything, man. Okay? And we have to make sure we are balancing things, man. Okay? So even with bringing something to a brother, you're offended. It's a way of doing it. And guess what? It's in the scriptures. Matter of fact, I brought this out yesterday. I'm bringing it out again. The King David said this, right? It's Psalms 119 and 104. It says, through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. But what? Through thy precepts I get understanding. That's the understanding, man. The scriptures. Okay? And we're supposed to measure any and everything out by way of the scriptures, man. Okay? Now back to that point that I had about examining the matter. Okay, I'm going to reread it. It says, examining the matter after being insulted is wise. Okay, because it allows for emotional regulation. Okay, regulating, controlling your emotions, right? This Proverbs 18:13. It says, "He that answereth a matter before he heareth it is folly and shame unto him." See, because sometimes something can be being said, but it's not all. It's not done. Okay, some shit not done. Okay, some things not fully explained yet, so you gotta wait on them. Some things you gotta wait for anyway, man. Okay, well, if something being said, let it be all the way said before you just react and have something to say. Okay, it said, "He that answer a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him," man. Okay, and ain't nothing more embarrassing than speaking on something you ain't hear it all the way through and speaking on something, man, and that wasn't even the point. Speaking on something, and that wasn't even the matter at hand. Now you sitting over here looking. You done talked out of season. You done talked out of term. So now you sitting there looking shamefaced. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. You know what I'm saying? For real though, man. For real. It says, this Proverbs 29:11, it says, "A fool of all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards." Right. You have to listen in order to respond. I always go into this, but listening is a big portion of communication, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. Listen, it says research indicates that listening makes up approximately 45 to 55% of the time adults spend communicating. So 70 to 80% of our day is spent communicating, right? Listening is 45 to 55% of that day. So that's damn near the whole time of your time communicating. You supposed to be listening, right? So back to the point. A fool order of all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards, right, man? Before you just get to going off on the hill and saying this, that, and the other. Listen. Wait till it's finished. Wait till everything is finished being said and being established. Then you say something. But you know what I'm saying? Cause then if not, then you just like the brother has said, you are being emotional. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the brother, man. You know how the brother talk, man. You know what I'm saying? In the South, we'll say he'll talk proper. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, man, you are being emotional. You know, if you really can't, cause he said you can't explain. If you can't explain why you offended, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time, Jake can't explain because Jake just flying off the hinge, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything requires an examination, man. Now, like I said, because sometimes Jake can be examining a situation too long. Now you got Satan there, adding more shit to it that ain't there. But then you can examine it too quick and there goes Satan. See what I'm saying? See what happens when you don't deal in the balance? Satan is right there, man. You see what I'm saying? This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. I'm going to end with this. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shem Shai, keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man." Applying these scriptures. But it says, what? Hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Let us, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, hear the conclusion of the whole matter. And when you get that word conclusion, it says deduction, interference, interference reached by reasoning. Got to be reasonable now. Result of a discussion or examination. All right, so the result. So then it says the end. So you got the what? Hear the whole thing, man. Okay. Got to hear the whole matter, man. Got to hear it out. All right. Whether if it be with a brother, Hell, it can even be at the job. All right, Scripture tell you to uh let your light shine before men so they can glorify your Father which is in heaven. So even at the job, man, around these heathens, around 2/3, still apply yourself, apply the scriptures, man. Okay, and make sure your communication is valid, man. And you're not being all emotional and irrational, man, because that does make the ministry look bad, man. Okay. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, I pray and hope this lesson was edifying. We'll close out with infinite honor and glory. Praises to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim, this person of truth, thought, faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom.